What's going on, guys? IFL 51 Featherweight Grand Prix. With me tonight we got Unnoticed Legacy. How's it going, mate?
I'm going good, bro. How you doing?
Not too bad at all. Looking forward to these fights. A little bit of a technical error means that we've come into this a little bit rushed. We have F. Mahon up first against Voltage Bob. Nice little corner mirror match.
Those are always fun because you get two types of fights. You get what we're getting right now, that's a good old slugfest, or you get two Wonder Boy fights, pretty much. So
Yeah, 100%. You've got the corners that like to maraud forward and those that like to fight on the outside. F. Mahon kind of expectingly so taking the trying to take the centre though. He does like the pressure. Eats a huge kick.
oh,
Wow.
that was really good movement. Other than the first, other than that knockdown, this fight does seem pretty smooth. It might seem that Bob looks a little bit more comfortable. His combos are flowing a little bit more, but F. Mahan definitely is working on that block. Ooh, nice spinning back kick as well. Ooh. Right now, they are giving nobody any respect. Just going right at it.
Yeah, they are firing away. Very little feeling out process at all.
Thing is, though, fighting like this, one's definitely going to crack. Stamina's looking exactly the same. Damage is looking very similar, other than the first knockdown that happened earlier. This one, honestly, might just come up to a toss-up, because these guys don't seem like they care. Just throwing caution straight to the wind.
Yeah, the first one that gets caught with a big, kind of big error, much like the front kick earlier. You're going to get punished hard with the Conor McGregor. That power really, really does translate.
Oh, 100%, man. Like, that's the thing about Conor in this game, especially just like that. All it takes is one uppercut of a combo to fucking rock somebody. Ooh, interesting knee by Bob there. Maybe thought he was going to rush in. Now you can see, you kind of see F. Mahan a little bit, also known as Night Legacy now, kind of getting a tiny bit of a stamina. He's working the body a little bit more, which might pay off a little more in the future. But just constantly working Bob's.
Ooh.
Oh, and another rock right there. Mahan is just staying right on him. Bob is coming back, firing some more shots.
These guys really are leaving it out there. A minute to go. They've both already emptied basically half their tanks. Throwing these...
Oh, 100%. 100%, man. But you see here a little bit, it's that F. Mahan, almost every strike he's landing is hitting on a block or onto the person himself. That's a difference I'm seeing right now, especially when it comes to stamina. Bob is throwing a lot of misses, like we just saw right there, way out of range. No way they're gonna hit that. So you can see that with the stamina difference as well. Not much of a bodywork difference anymore. It's just the fact that F. Mahan's is being way more accurate and actually just hitting his strikes, and you can see that translating as well when he's getting these rocks.
100% completely agree with you. I would say one little thing to watch out for F. Mahon. It's something I'd seen and kind of been trying to work on recently. He's throwing a lot of body uppercuts at the end of his combinations, and it's I think it's stifling Bob a little bit, throwing him off rhythm.
Oh, especially those body uppercuts, especially in this UFC game, it stuns people a lot. It puts them in that stunning animation, but it just chunks so much body health as well as stamina. It's gnarly. I
Yeah,
love it. Oh, again, Bob just needs to slow down a little bit here because he's going at it.
yeah. And as he starts to miss those strikes, F. Mahon getting more and more confident, pressuring forward and finding the mark. Good work from Bob there, though. But he does eat it.
Ooh.
Just as you think he's getting a bit of success, he eats a heavy strike. F. Mahon is being unrelenting here.
Right now, what Bob needs to do, he just needs to kind of slow this fight down because he's trying to brawl with F. Mahan right now, but F. Mahan's doing a lot better brawling. His Bob's head health is so much lower that any little strike from F. Mahan's gonna rock him for the most part. So he just needs to slow this fight down, maybe not brawl as much, make it a little bit more technical of a fight. He should be fine, but it doesn't look like he's going to be doing that. Ooh, ow. As I say that, though, he counters again with a slip uppercut.
I had a couple of fights against Bob recently, and I will say that, ooh, he eats that though. Head health really a problem here for him. Taking a lot of damage in this throughout that first round, the opening half of the second.
nice flying knee there by Bob.
Oh, lovely work.
Oh!
Double uppercut.
He saw those body strikes coming. He said, nope, no, I'm good. Oh, okay. A little bit of grappling here from Bob. Interesting. I mean, I think it's smart. This is definitely smart. He definitely should be standing with Mahan that much anymore. He's having success, but at the same time, his health is so low that it's very risky at this point.
Agreed. He does a good job here getting into top mount. See if he's able to get off any sort of sustainable damage. Goes for the armbar.
A 5 Gator. F1 should be able to get out of this, but still, that's kind of showing a message that, like, he's not going to be afraid to do anything. He's willing to take this fight to the ground. He's not just going to stand and brawl with him. He's not just going to give him this win.
No, and Bob, you know, fair play to him, looking for the finish any way he can. Minute to go, no raining down strikes. Good job there from F. Mahan retaining his guard, though.
Now let's see what F. Mahan, if he can get up. Oh, nice grab. Okay. Oh, and he is just... They both kind of just drain their stamina there as F. Mahan goes for a nice, cheeky little triangle. Bob should be able to get out of this, though.
I love those secret submissions. Always look nice.
Looks like we're just going to end the round out of here with just Bob is landing those nice body hooks to the on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That was a close round. You know, the first half of the round was just all F. Mahan, but after that, Bob took over in the second half with the knockdowns on the rocks on his own side, but as well getting those grappling and got a lot of control time in there. So that was a close round in my opinion.
Yeah, Bob did a great job of coming back. I mean, he had a lot of adversity after that, after he managed to get the knockdown early in the first round. Second one, though, a lot more even. Great work in the clinch, changing it up, as you mentioned.
Oh, for sure. It looks like Bob keeps on looking for these the grappling exchanges.
Well, he was having success there. It would make a lot of sense for him to try and go back to that, but good takedown defense and separation there from F. Mahan.
Nice by Mahan. Now, I really want to see how he's going to do this. If he's going to try to mix it up. Oh, if you want to take that, would be a good time for it. He's going to mix it up, or if he's just going to keep on going for the clinch. Oh, the clinch is working. Might as well go for it.
Yeah, he gets it again. He nothing to doing with it though so far. Gets broken again. Right now, the hardest bit for Voltage Bob is that stamina deficit that he's in.
Oh yeah.
It's really started to pull apart now. That with the head health, big problem. Lovely knockout.
Bob went for the flying knee, and F. Mahan said, "I'm good. Let me throw this hook real quick." That was ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy knockout there. Mid-air. What a fight to start off the Featherweight Grand Prix. Wow. I thought they would be a little bit more reserved, but caution to the wind and non-stop action from these two.
That was just beautiful. The flying knee when Rock is a pretty good strike to throw, especially if you know they're going to not hit you. But the thing is, O'Connor is so fast with those hooks. That's kind of wild that he went for it once again. Mm-hmm. Amazing finish by F. Mahan. Like, that was gnarly. Just kept on going, and Bob just kind of ran right into it.
Great work. Great first fight. Moving on to another fun one after this one. Captain Slack up against Honest Jim. These guys are getting ready to walk out right now, so we'll be right back. Right back at it. Next fight in the night, Captain Slack up against Honest Jim. Fun fight, Jose Aldo and Zabit. For the fights tonight, on this one, we got Anotes Legacy again. How's it going, bro? Voltage Bob
Going
as
good,
well.
man.
So,
How's it going? How's it going? Tough fight there, but
eh, oh well.
joining us in this one should be a fun one. Featherweight's an interesting weight class. It's one of my kind of more preferred ones. A lot of fighters to pick from, high variance. Nice to see a little bit of a change here in Aldo and Zabit. I imagine we may see one or two more of these tonight.
Absolutely. I'd assume Honest Jim is planning to grapple. That's kind of his game plan. Zabit does have that takedown that he was asking how to do earlier. The trip that's just cheesy. But I mean, if it works, it works. And although he once he gets on the ground, he typically not difficult to control. So that might be a strategy, or who knows, he might come out and spin kick or try to spin kick Captain Slack's face off. I don't know a lot about Slack, so I couldn't really say what his strategy is.
Right.
So the reason I like this matchup so much is because one, you got Aldo. Depending how you use Aldo, is he's that stoic Muay Thai fighter and stuff like that. Then you got Zabit. I think we all know a couple people who use Zabit in the most unrealistic, crazy way that you've ever seen. So I think that's what makes Zabit so interesting in this game. Right away, just the jab, lead hook, spin
Beautiful
back.
spin kick.
Yep. And that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, that's not so much unrealistic, but you got those crazy combos out of Zabit. If you've never seen them before, it can be kind of intimidating. You don't know what to do because you don't know where the kicks are coming from.
No, 100% agreed. And I mean, as somebody that likes to use Aldo, I can say that when you come up against those sorts of beats, as long as you can just be patient for the first round or two, it's very, very hard for them to maintain that over just even 3 rounds because it's so explosive, so stamina consuming, especially when they miss.
Oh,
Both
100%.
of them doing a very good job. Lead leg. Maybe take away some of that power in those kicks. And Jim's just doing a great job mixing it up, being unpredictable. Looks for the two-touch right there.
Ooh, a nice cheeky little slip straight in the crucifix. Okay, I see you. I
Nope.
see you, Jim.
No wasting time
Straight
at all.
out of it though. No, definitely not. That's very risky. Just to try to get straight out of crucifix, but it worked out for him. Good for Captain there.
Oh,
Let's see how Captain does off his back with Aldo. Aldo does have submissions off his back. You don't really see people go for them, but he has the armbar and he has the Kimura. So we'll see if he tries to employ those, maybe get a sweep, or just stand up.
nice defense there from Honest Jim, though. Reading the feints,
Definitely.
got the denial off.
The thing about Aldo's grappling, he's got really good grappling stats. He's got a 99 takedown defense, which is amazing. But he's also the thing that brings Aldo. Ooh.
Oh wow, defends the submission. Beautiful work.
Yeah.
I thought that could have been it. He denied that momentum transition back to full guard, goes for the rear naked choke, but very good job on the denial there.
Man, looks like that. He's going to chill here and stand right back up. I thought he might get a little more control time. The thing about Aldo's grappling though that really brings him down, he's only got. I don't know if you guys know this. He's only got an 88 submission offense, which to me that's insane.
Yeah, I've never really looked at the stats for many of the fighters, to be honest with you, and but that's very interesting. You'd think it would be higher.
Well, you kind of get it through intuition, knowing the fighters and also using them all the time. You come to realize what you can do with each fighter.
100%. I would say that Aldo though does feel like he would have higher submission offense. He does seem to have decent submissions, at least when I've tried to sink them in personally, but not a high variance.
Oh, yeah. Not just that, but like in real life, he is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and we see him constantly use submissions while grappling.
Oh,
wow!
Oh my goodness!
Don't sleep on Jim. Wow.
For the draw.
Nope. And you see Jim going straight for the block break. He's losing a lot of stamina though here. I know Slack's getting rocked, but the thing is he's doing pretty good with just letting Jim do his thing, letting Jim just use his own stamina. And that's the thing they got to do against the beat, because a lot of the beat players, they will do that. Let them do their thing. Play patient, play the range. You might absorb a little damage, yes, but by the time you hit end of round 2 and round 3, a lot of times there's going to be gas because they only depend on the crazy combos as a beat, but they cost so much stamina. Yeah. So I think honestly Slack might be in a good position at halfway through next round. But that's if if he gets through the onslaught that we're seeing from Zabit right now.
Right. Well, the other problem is he let himself take too much body damage because you'll see Jim is going to the body a lot, and he's going to the body with the side kick and the spin kick, and you'll notice that's taking a toll on all those stamina. And Honest Jim is coming out with more long-term stamina right now.
Initially was a bit of a missed kick there, though, sets him behind.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. Like as the most part, I will say from fighting Jim in the past and his Aldo, it is one of his traits that he used to burn his gas tank. You know, as we were discussing with Zabit throwing those wild strikes. But as you mentioned, Bob, he is digging to the body as much as he can. Maybe as a in response to that, to try and equalize that stamina and make it not as just taxing on him throwing this wild. I say wild, obviously. It's technically wild, but wild nevertheless.
Oh,
Right.
100%.
Well, I mean, that's how Zabit fights, and if you want to use the character correctly, you have to throw those kicks. Or you can just box, which is what we're seeing a lot of right now, is he's just kind of throwing hands. You know, Zabit does have very good boxing, but that takedown gets denied.
And I'm just loving this slack. Like, okay, well, what I was about to say, there's a lot of things going on.
Back into
Back in the
crucifix.
And he got right back out of crucifix again. Interesting. Okay.
Looks same exact sequence that we saw before.
Oh, is he gonna get that? Oh, the nice reversal right there. All right, now we got Zabit.
Uh-oh. He could
This is
work
the
for guard. Yep,
you do
there
not
you go.
want you don't want to be stuck in Zabit's guard though. He's got a lot straight into side control. Beautiful right there by Honest Jim.
Gets that denial.
denied
That's
the
huge.
forward.
That's good work, Satan, in that side control now. Gonna have to see.
It's very difficult to deny, because if you think they're going full guard and they go for that single leg sweep, then they're just gonna get up. But beautiful arm trap there.
Oh, he gets the reverse. Now, with a minute 40 to work on top, if Aldo's able to just be patient here, get off some denials, work the body a little bit, he will be looking very, very good going into that third round.
The Kimura, Aldo has, I think, 99 submission defense, but he gets the second gate.
Good work there from Captain. Postured up now, looking to separate.
Kicking the leg.
We see here, we definitely see the stamina difference right now. Yes, Slack's bot health is a little bit lower, but that nice little leg health that he's been working on Jim with. So we can see how does Aldo can kind of see if he can get his groove a little bit. A lot of control time this round by both these gentlemen though.
Oh,
straight in for the takedown.
Yeah, you can definitely see more of a grappling focus coming from Honest Jim now as this fight goes on.
Beautiful Kimura denial. That's not easy to get, man.
Jim's talented. He is talented when it comes to the grappling exchange. Definitely, he's all rounded, but I think that's probably where he excels the most. His grappling can be a bit of a problem at times.
I mean, Jim really looks like a complete MMA fighter right now. Throwing the hands, throwing the kicks, getting the takedowns, getting control. He is getting flipped a little, but when he does end up on his back, he's going right back. But he does get leg locks right there as he goes for the side kick. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think Slack needs a knockout right now. I think he's 2 rounds down. Taking his time though.
And you can definitely tell that he's noticing it because he's going a little bit bigger for a little bit bigger strikes at this moment. But right now, depending on what Jim does, I would wait for him to do stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Counter. But then again, you got to be careful the shots you go for, because then you end up on your back with Zabit on top of you.
Yeah, I mean, you can sidestep that 2-touch spin kick, but it's very difficult, especially because he's not actually throwing it with a jab. If he throws it with a jab, it's kind of easier to react to it. But here, he just, it just gets blocked, and then goes for the switch kick, catches the leg, and takes him down. Now we're in full guard. Oh, wow. Beautiful arm trap.
Getting real deep here now. Honest Jim getting another rock. Stamina's a bit of a problem though, whether or not he's going to be able to fire through that.
Nice head movement there by Slack.
Yeah, he's getting that head health low. You know, he might be looking to get a flash KO with those head movement strikes. Definitely possible, but he has 2 minutes to work.
And Jim is right back on him.
So at this point, I don't know about you guys, but I do think that Honest Jim is probably ahead on the scorecards.
For sure.
Pushing ahead, the ground control and so on. He's got a minute 30 to survive, but his stamina's looking pretty grim. He keeps landing those lovely strikes.
Against the cage. Goes for the knee to the head, can't get it.
Nice little reversal there though by Slack. He's got a lot to do here. The thing is though, Jim's putting himself in a lot of danger of these types of strikes. If I was him, I would just slow down a little bit, man. You probably got this fight in the bag. Like,
definitely.
Relax a little bit.
This is a Grand Prix. You want to become the champion. Make sure to secure the fight, but goes for that single leg from tie clinch into side.
Right here. If you get, okay, 5-stage Kimura.
What's he doing here? This looks pretty deep, you know. 20 seconds to go still.
And he's denying these. He is getting ever closer, but at the same time, he's doing a good job. Okay.
Yeah, he got out of it.
Inside control.
But that was a that was a very good submission attempt there from Honest Jim. In all fairness.
Absolutely. Great performance by both of them. The Honest Jim looks to have pulled ahead with the beautiful striking and the ground control as well.
Have to see what the judges rate this as now. Never know in this wonderful game we call MMA.
That's a fact. This game has some of the wildest decisions I've ever seen. I've been a part of a few of them.
Yeah, both on the receiving and on the rotten end of it, but
30-27.
Yep.
It's a beat Magmesharapov. Great work there from Honest Jim. Yeah, he did a fantastic job. There's not too much more to be said about it. Really had a different game plan, implemented it, and yeah, came out looking great.
Oh yeah. It's definitely I'm gonna be really interested to see if he changes his style at all as a beat going into the next fight. Captain Slack that was a good run. But Jim, especially with the way he's fighting, just with the pretty much is all MMA, like Bob was saying. It's gonna be interesting how he adapts as he fights, because you can tell he adapted during that fight. Once Slack got a little success on the feet, instantly straight into that takedown.
Yeah.
So that's really good to see from him.
Yeah, 100%. So as we look at the bracket now, first 2 matches done. Night Legacy moves on to the second stage, the quarterfinals. So does Captain. Up next, we'll be having Snake, which will be in to replace AJ Guy, which is currently on screen, up against Creed. Should be a very fun fight. These guys are just loading up now, so we'll be back. Matter of moments. Apologies, there seems to have been some sort of problem with the previous matchup, so we're going to move on to the next fight, which is Quidsworth up against Urban Fox. Obviously still in the featherweight. Sorry about the delay, we are right back at it. With me again, Unnoticed Legacy, Voltage Bob. How's it going, guys?
Going
Well,
good.
how about yourself?
Yeah, very good, very good. Looking forward to this one. Quidsworth up against Urban Fox. Both guys bring it every time. Picked fairly interesting picks. Sabine v Max Holloway. Good little matchup.
And you know what's interesting is we saw the fighter records earlier, and Quidsworth is actually 8-0 on Urban Fox, so we'll have to see how this fight plays out.
Oh, instantly it was a taunting from Urban Fox. Pushes back to the cage, acting like, hey, come on, come and get me.
Quidsworth looking for leg kicks right away.
Ooh, straight. Ooh, okay. He got lucky he got out of there, but that could have been nasty right there.
And if I'm not mistaken, Quidsworth was the middleweight champion.
That he was, back when he was Mr. MK FIFA. Previous champion.
So
Since he's been on
must
staff,
be
he's had a bit of a hard run as of recently with his matchups and his results, but he's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes during these events, so I know it can be quite stressful trying to compete on the same nights. I'm sure you can attest to that, having to do it yourself.
But beautiful work, gets the trip down, trying to control Urban Fox on the ground here.
Yeah, doing a good job. It's definitely an area he's going to have an advantage, you would assume. Quidsworth is very, very well rounded, and Urban Fox historically at least more of a striker.
Let him straight up though, that's interesting. So the thing is about this matchup compared to the Jose Aldo matchup, Max Holloway has loads of stamina compared to Jose Aldo. Which
Yeah.
if I do this a couple times, you hear me talk a lot about stamina because stamina is that important in this game.
I couldn't agree more.
I just got to see how Urban kind of uses his advantage, but we're going to have to see.
Oh wow, beautiful combinations by Quidsworth.
Fox doing a good job on his combinations. I would like to see him step off though. He's admiring his work a little bit too much and getting caught in the pocket. He steps off there very nicely.
Oh, fakes a spin kick. Maybe thinks he's out of range there. Beautiful combination there.
Ooh, big old overhand by... I forgot his name. Quidsworth. They're new names for me, so learn them as I go.
We're seeing that same boxing combo, you know, the jab straight, uppercut straight. So clearly very lethal combination with that block breaking as well.
You can tell that right now Quidsworth, Mr. MK FIFA, he's feeling very confident, but you have got to be careful. Urban Fox is using Max Holloway. Max Holloway is very, very dangerous no matter where in the fight you are really with him. Equal stamina right now as well. As you mentioned earlier, it's going to be unusual if we see Max Holloway get tired. His recovery is fantastic in between rounds.
Oh yeah, he also has that perk that he gets more stamina in the third, so we might have seen go bust the wall there in the third round.
Oh yeah. In this round, a lot of Quidmore was doing really well. He was throwing a lot of big strikes, but they're landing, and he didn't put himself at much as risk when he was throwing them. He made sure he was throwing them at a pretty good time. I'm seeing from Fox though, he's throwing head kicks right next to him. He's throwing knees as Quidmore's coming for straight. That's one thing that Quidmore's doing very well. The big strikes that he is throwing, he's making sure he's safe while he's doing them. Fox on the other hand, he's getting kind of caught when he throws those strikes, or it's just not effective whatsoever. So Quidmore's doing a really good job on that fact. Fox just needs to kind of just pick his shots a little bit better. He doesn't need to slow down. He's not going too fast, but he just needs to pick his shots a little bit better range. Other than that, I think he'll be doing a lot better at that.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I apologize for any technical difficulties there. It appears that Discord voice communication is having a little bit of an issue right now, but hopefully that stabilizes very quickly. These guys showing a little bit of respect coming out into the second round.
And you can see it instantly with that. Ooh, nice.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Oh,
that
the
was a
rock
combo.
going straight for
Oh
the.
wow, a beautiful hook combination. They're going for it, man. And again, sees the beat with that stamina advantage in round 2. And another straight hook spin kick. Ruben Fox taunting, but I'm really not sure what he's taunting for, you know?
Maybe it's
Hey
part of
man,
his.
he's here. He's here to give a show.
Oh wow. Beautiful combo, hook to the body, hook to the head.
Oh man,
Fox
with the
trolling
bow.
a little here.
No,
He-
I'm good.
Yeah, he doesn't want any respect after those taunts. He's coming for your head. Quits with all business tonight.
Well, I think he might be trolling a little. Respect taunting after taunting, you know, just being a troll. It's what he likes to do, to be honest.
This fight though kind of started close, but not anymore. Good old Quidmore is taking this fight really. Like you look at the stamina. It's funny though. Oh my goodness! Straight
Against the cage. Looks for the knee to the head.
This is almost
couple
over.
elbows.
Last knee coming out, and he's going to be
This is
done.
gonna
Yeah.
be it here.
Oh
If
wow.
he's able to finish
Another
this.
knee.
Oh, going straight for the
Looks
body.
for the body.
The resilience of Max Holloway is phenomenal. Able to
That's what I'm
sustain
saying.
that.
And here's the thing though. Look at the stamina. Who's taking all the damage to the body and the head? But Max's stamina is still higher than Zabit's. Like
Craziness.
just insane.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Got
wow.
him there with a straight.
Could be it. Blocks low. Gets knocked down.
Oh,
wow,
Quidmore is
another one.
vibing right now. He's just flowing. All of his strikes just feel confident in him right now. I bet you.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
Still
feeling
gotta be
himself.
careful though. I mean, one overhand, one cartwheel kick from Max Holloway, and it's over. So, still gotta pick your shots. But right now, Urban Fox is honestly getting dominated.
Lovely
Oh,
slip.
wow.
Ooh, nice slip counter. That's the fight.
Great work there from Quidsworth. Coming back with a vengeance. Had a tough time, but what a statement he made tonight. First fight in. Have to see how he progresses in this tournament, but looking real good to start it off.
Slip, straight hook. Gets the job done. Very nice job.
All right.
We are back. Aldo, Zabit, Snake v AJ Guy. AJ Guy was found moments before this fight, was able to take his spot from earlier on. Make an interesting match this. Once again, Aldo, Zabit. Seen a little rendition of this a little bit earlier on this evening, but no wasting time digging to the body there on the hook.
Oh, instantly with... Oh, but the thing is, though, just like that, that's the thing about Zabit. You miss one of those strikes, your stamina's all gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how we go from here. Ooh, a little bit of lag on the stream for me, so I do apologize if I start saying some things that haven't happened or already did.
These things happen, unfortunately, but it's okay. This seems to be going all right so far. AJ Guy is firing away with reckless abandon on these combinations. Really starting to tax his stamina. Less than 2 minutes in, already a fair chunk of it gone. To be fair for both of them, though. Nice. Sorry?
I think we're going to see a lot of this matchup tonight. A lot of Aldos, a lot of Zabits, probably a lot of Connors and Maxes in there as well. I think we're going to just mainly see the main four. And here's the thing: it's like you see Zabit attacking Aldo's body, but he has damage on all those bodies going down. But when it comes to stamina, he's not getting much of a lead, if any at all, from this. So that's the thing about Zabit. That even those crazy things are crazy. Oh, okay, nice Muay Thai rock there, straight to the flying knee.
He is really letting it go. Wow.
Oh, Aldo go try going flying knee, and AJ said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna throw these hooks, my guy." It's really interesting for me to see how Snake is using Aldo. He's definitely using him with more of a brawler mentality than a Muay Thai. I'm gonna pick my shots, stick at range, use my kicks. He's not really doing that. It's kind of interesting to see how he's using Aldo.
Yeah, you can play him in a whole number of ways. I mean, the one that you want to kind of aspire to, I would imagine, is the power ties, really kind of slowly marauding forward, taking those shots off correctly. But like you say, a bit more brawl in his heart right now. Seems to be backing off a little bit. That stamina is obviously becoming a bit of an issue with a minute to go in the first round. Another big rock though.
Straight into the spear as well. Let's see what we can do here though. Straight into fuck, I call this sprawl. Fuck, holy hell.
Good work on the denial.
So I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you guys one thing. If you guys are interested in this game, if you notice the GA bar up top, the longer you sit on top in sprawl, the more hit your opponent's GA will fill up. So if you want to transition right away, because his GA is going to build up. If you wait a couple of seconds, you're going to be moving so slow that he's going to be able to deny it easily. So if you're in that position, transition right away. After a punch or two, then transition. Don't just sit there and expect that you're going to move after that.
No, and that's a really valid point. There's a number of positions, much like sprawl, that you can do that with, and once again, if you're on bottom, you can take a couple of seconds and just be composed, look for the denial, try to stop your opponent being on top, trying to take that backside. And the longer you can stay in that position, the more grapple advantage you're going to be able to build, as you mentioned a moment ago.
Oh, for sure. Now we see Snake kind of moving forward a little bit. My stream froze.
That would be a... Okay, and we're back. That's all right.
And we're back. All right, we had a little bit of a Back to the Future moment. We're just kind of sped up, but we're here.
At least we're synced up. That's always a plus.
Oh, for sure.
Do seem to be freezing up a little bit. Hopefully that clears shortly. It's been a good fight so far. Be ashamed to miss any of the action.
That's a fact. We got ankle pick from Aldo. I did catch this. Okay, it's straight into side control.
See that? Good work from Snake to get that. Raining down some elbows now. There's a beat dangerous off his back though.
back up on the feet.
Oh, a number of people going for body uppercuts today. It's or maybe I'm just recognizing it more.
Well, it's very effective, and no, you're not wrong, man. When I'm playing ranked, I'm noticing more and more people use it. It's like every time you find that new crazy combo in the game, everyone starts using it. And the body uppercut's one of them. So you're definitely not wrong. We've seen more of that. Oh, nice!
Rock for rock and a takedown. Nice work that. Isn't able to get the reversal, but does manage to stop that ground and pound for the moment.
Right here, you just got Snake just kind of waiting for his stamina to get back and right back to the ground and pound.
Yeah, it's surprising not to see AJ try to get out of that a little bit with a little bit more urgency when he had the stamina advantage.
Yeah, it seems like he kind of just accepted it. I mean, Aldo had no stamina. Oh! What do we got? Ooh,
oh, lovely work. Nice. This might be tight. As Bob mentioned.
Go.
Oh, he messed it up himself. I've done that myself. He flicked the left stick accidentally. It happens.
If I was AJ in that position, the second I see the fact that he's got less stamina than me, I'm going to try to move.
This one is really turning into a war of attrition, though. These guys starting to suffer now on the stamina. Stream has frozen up on my end. I don't know. Oh, and we're back.
Yep, same. I'm back. Oh. Matrix.
Yep. Glitch in the Matrix, man. There's some weird stuff going on.
Alright, it looks like he's just going for that arm triangle right there. Just kind of help try to secure the round. So those out there watching, this fight's good. This fight is really good. I would like to see a little bit more urgency on the ground from AJ. To those listening, if you don't know, the best time to go is right after a strike lands. So, for example, when Aldo was on top of Zabit there and top mount, you notice that every time that Aldo threw a strike, Zabit, ooh, nice rock, Zabit's GA just launched forward. So that's a good time to transition, is right after a strike hits your block. So just think of that. Ooh, that crazy combo. And it's, ooh.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see how it finished.
No, it flashed for me too. That's, wow. I think it was an uppercut to close the show on that one.
Yep, duck. Never duck, ladies and gentlemen. Don't duck in this game. Never duck. Oh, my goodness.
Lovely timing on that uppercut. Nice to see it in the replays.
Oh, yeah.
Right, with that one in the books, though, we move on to another highly contested fight of the night. Interested to see how this goes. We've got a gentleman making his debut, Mr. Doctor Who, up against IFL veteran Slick Colt. Should be a fun one. All right, here we go. Straight back into it. Slick Colt, Doctor Who, Uriah Faber, being used by Slick Colt. Ortega over there by Mr. Doctor Who making his debut. He's in for it in this one though. It's he's up against a tough opponent. Slick Colt is no slouch. Gets that takedown early and straight into crucifix. This is a
Oh my gosh.
this
Even
even
dangerous.
yeah. I was going to say it's dangerous. Even though you've got Ortega being on the bottom with Slick Colt is very very well, just very bad. Manages to get side saddle here.
Oop, went for the back mount, but instantly got denied. Oh, nice little denial right there. Straight into back mount. We're gonna go back into top mount, and Slick's just gonna start raining down some punish right here. Nice denial right here.
Gets that denial off. Yeah, great work. Able to get it that time there.
And that's the thing about Slick. He just could be he's very slippery on the ground. Sometimes it just seems like he gets what he wants too soon. But nice little reversal here by Dr. Who. Let's see what Slick can do. Oh my gosh, instantly sweeps it right back.
Yeah, lovely work. Staying very active. Active hips. Never settling. Core of any good jiu-jitsu there. Nice denial by Doctor though.
Ooh, nice denial by Slick. This is where I hate fighting Slick the most, is being stuck on the bottom in side control with him on top. Is one of the most frustrating things in the world, fighting with Slick.
Yep. This top mount though.
Back to working that block. Oh, nice 2 denials in a row. And this might be it.
Yeah, that is it.
Oh my gosh.
Vicious ground and pound there.
That was beautiful work there by Slick Colt. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm just lost for words. That was such a flawless fight. Almost nothing went wrong for him whatsoever.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. He really did. Like I said, didn't waste any time. Got the fight down into his domain and really just imposed his will, didn't he? Fantastic work. You see, like I said, Doctor Who was making his debut there. It was a tough ask. This fight was, or this entire Grand Prix was randomly seeded, so he did draw a bit of a short straw against Slick Colt in round 1, but nothing to be ashamed of. He showed some good little moments there with his reversal. Showed that he knew what he was doing, but Slick Colt obviously kind of reigning supreme. Very dominant victory for him.
Oh yeah.
here we go. Another very fun fight matchup we've seen before. Jose Aldo up against Zabit. We have a Unnoticed Legacy up against the Puggernaut, making his debut. Should be a very fun one. Unnoticed Legacy had 1 or 2 fights in the past. I've watched him fight once or twice. Got very, very high level. Well, to be honest with you, all-round play. His striking is very clean though.
These guys starting out just going after it already.
Yeah, very, very little, feeling out process.
Very good combos right off the bat already. 1-2s, filling out a little bit, getting that range. Liking it. Like the aggression. Good body kick, good body kick. Some hooks a little bit wild though. And he gets the ankle pick.
Yeah, nice work.
Love them ankle picks.
Oh, it's worth mentioning that Zabit is no slouch on the ground, so have got to be careful as he gets back up and
Nice.
separates. Good work.
Good work getting to the feet. Catch that kick. That was nice. I think once they, oh, double kick. I do believe the one Zabit's landed, I think. Both going high-low pretty well. Very interesting. Looks like they both have a similar go at this, similar game plan.
Well, both guys picked fighters. Jose Aldo and Zabit.
Oh,
Ooh, nice, clean.
good rock.
I noticed Legsy picking his shots real well right now.
There you go.
Lovely,
Ooh,
lovely
another
work.
one.
Yeah, crushing straight.
That's the thing. When you whip them kicks, it just, I think it does about 6 times the damage. It hurts.
Yeah,
Falling back after it. Pug does survive. Almost lands an overhand himself. Both gentlemen going high-low. Love to see more feints coming out of both of them. They're both kind of just going after it. Stamina's more falling towards Aldo's side. Some good boxing exchanges here.
nice
Another
catch.
catch. Oh, and the rock. And is it
Yeah.
over? Oh, it's over.
Yeah, the
Good
defense
night.
there from Unnoticed Legacy really, really just, I think, was the separator. His defense was on point. Those catching those kicks, keeping his hands up on the end of combinations. He was just able to get the extra bit of damage off. That was fantastic work. Nice
Pug
clean
came out
finish.
and he showed that he's no slouch either. I mean, Legacy is not a lightly taken opponent. I mean, he is very well-rounded MMA from boxing to ground to just everything. He came out on top and just a learning process for Pug.
Yeah, no, he's a very, very well-rounded fighter. He sits around the high 2000s. Like just over 2000, I believe, in rank normally. He's a tough guy to come up against.
Very
Like I
tough,
say,
especially for your first fight in.
yeah, exactly. Pugnaut's debut here is nothing to be ashamed of. Showed him, good performance while the fight was going on. But I noticed Legsy moving on to the next round. Fantastic work. While we allow the next fighters to get all set up, let's have a little look at where the card is as we stand. As we can see, we've got Night Legacy up against Snake in the next round. For the first stage of the second round, we're going to have Honest Jim up against Quidsworth, which is a very interesting fight, and we are waiting to see who's going to be fighting up against Slick Colt and Unnoticed Legacy in the remaining part of round one. Up next, we're going to be having Pirate Kip up against KVNG Keen. Both guys very, very well-rounded, very skilled overall, but I believe both guys kind of more of a grappling kind of grappling area. So we'll have to see how these guys pan out. Will it be an Usman, Colby?
I'm thinking more of a Ortega Edgar maybe.
Nice, very nice. More poignant since it's featherweight also.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll be right back with you. Alright, and here we go. Pirate Kip, KVNG Keen. Pirate Kip is fighting as good old Jeremy Stevens over there, little heathen. But KVNG Keen coming out the bag with good old Frankie Edgar. Nice quick start here, wow. No wasted time.
Yep, Kip is instantly getting those good old combos off. It's a little, I don't know about you, even though I chose Jose Aldo in my fight, it's nice to see a little bit of a different variety.
Oh, 100%. I like it. Oh, wow.
Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. We're chatting our heads off, and Kip's going to work.
He is landing big right now. Eating some as well, though.
That's the thing about Jeremy Stevens. People don't realize. In this weight class, he is very powerful, yes, but his combos, ooh, his combos are smooth. This flow so smoothly in this game.
Yep.
As we see him just working that block, and Frankie kind of missing a lot of his shots here.
Nice. I say a little bit of a different approach. Both these guys, historically being grapplers, not a shot being taken so far. Both guys content to throw down right now.
See, that's what kind of surprised me with the Jeremy Stevens pick out of Kip. Like, I'm not denying his grappling whatsoever, but Jeremy Stevens isn't quite the best on the ground. But he probably just has that much confidence as grappling is that good.
You're right. You're right. I do think I could be wrong. I do think that Jeremy Stephen has the ground and pound perk, so that's kind of like the only thing on the ground that he's got. But overall, his technique isn't. They haven't been too generous to him down there, have they?
No. Right now, they're just kind of trading. Kip's getting those nice little hits in, but they're just kind of trading, going back and forth a little bit. As we see Keen trying to use head movement, but Kip definitely a lot more smooth with the head movement, as we're seeing right now.
Yeah, he's taking his time. You can see that he's being patient, and it's paying off for him right now. Getting the better of the counters, as you mentioned. Oh, nice head movement there from Keen, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Nice exchange.
Yeah, heavy shots being landed.
Keen is starting to get kind of the advantage in these exchanges, which is kind of interesting to see. He's starting to use Frankie a little more smoothly, picking his shots a little more.
Oh,
ooh, nice double leg.
As we say that, Stevens decides to change it up. Kip gets the takedown, but 20 seconds to go. Looks good in the eyes of the judges, though, finishing the round on top.
It would look like Kip was trying to get that sneaky little one last hit in there on top, but wasn't able to get that in time. Now, I'm not a judge. Well, I would say Kip took that round, but definitely Keen was starting to look a little bit better there at the end of the round, so that's see if he can keep this pressure going. He's starting to tag Kip a little bit more.
100% agreed. I mean, Kip did well to get that takedown, but they start standing again, and right now, Keen's looking like he's starting to find his rhythm. Momentum maybe starting to shift. Lovely work. Dig into the body.
His combos aren't as predictable. He's throwing more stuff out there. Like, even right there, it looked like Kip hit the big strikes, but if you look at the head health there, Keen actually got the most damage off in that exchange, so Keen's looking very good right now.
Yeah, he's definitely found his rhythm, but eats a deep double leg there. Good work from Kip. Good timing. See what he's able to do with this, though.
Both being very patient.
Yep.
Ooh, in the reversal.
Good work
Keen
from
on
Keen.
top. Let's see what he can do from here.
Yep. Cardio machine, what is Edgar?
Ooh, almost got the hammer fist off, and we're back on the feet. Nice overhand there by Keen. Nice head movement by Keen as well.
Yeah.
Kip's trying to back up now, though. He's not really being the aggressor that much anymore. Not really meeting him in the middle of the octagon.
Intelligently backing off, taking it back to the center of the cage there.
I like what Keen's doing. He's kind of just using these two-punch combos, so that Kip can't really utilize his head movement on the first strike of the combo that we're all so used to. Keen's doing a really good job with that.
Yeah, he's got a stamina advantage, and those 1-2s, they're two-punch combinations. They're not leaving him open for any counters, nothing at all really. He's able to just keep pouring it on. Ooh, big miss though.
Ooh, misadvised head kick though.
You know, it hurts a little bit inside when you miss a head kick like that. Destroys all of the work you. Ooh.
Ooh.
That was hard. Heavy, heavy shot.
Keen seems to be all right though. He got straight back in. He got straight into half guard. Although Kip is just going at that body, seeing the stamina difference, and just knowing he needs to make a difference here. Nice though by Keen. Okay.
Showing he's as game as ever. Interesting.
This fight. Woo. This fight's good.
Yeah. I think I'd have to see the stats. This is a tough fight to score.
Oh, for sure. But the thing is, at the beginning of the last round, you seen Kip with a huge head health advantage, and now I think Kip's is a little bit lower, not by much, might even be even. I'm just trying to do this by the naked eye, but it's like Keen is bringing this fight back.
He definitely is, and I mean, we mentioned it at the end of the first round. You know, Kip is still definitely dangerous. He's still definitely landing, but momentum does seem to be slowly shifting in Keen's favor, and he gets a huge rock.
As he gets a rock. Oh, what can he do with this though? Yeah, he's being patient. This guy picking his shots. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh
and
my!
He goes, oh!
Fantastic work.
Let's see if Kip can get out of here though. This is not a good position to be with Frankie on top of you. Frankie will hold you in this position if the player is good enough. He'll just sit there and wall up on you and deny every transition. Oh, but it looks like he's going straight in the stat guard. Oh, he's letting him up. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Looking for the finish here. 3 minutes to go as well.
The thing is, this fight's too close too. You just can't ask Keen to lay off this round. He kind of has to act like
Oh!
this guy. Oh!
He is, wow!
Oh! I was about to say, Kip needs to be careful with that head movement. It might come back to bite him, and right there it did. Oh, that is insane. Good finish by Keen.
Fantastic fight, both guys. Honestly, that was fantastic. But Keen turning it on late, getting the momentum to shift in his favor as the fight went on, and again, a lovely finish there. What a fight. Definitely a contender for fight of the night so far. Wow.
Those are the fights that I love to see in this game. Don't get me wrong, the first round knockouts are awesome. The when you just get destroyed is awesome to watch too. But these kind of fights where you see someone go through early adversity and come back into just a good fight, I love those fights. It's a true show of skill that people are willing to improve during the fight, that they're willing to change their style and what they need to do. That was awesome.
Adjustments made, and yeah, fantastic. I mean, if we look at the stats here real quick before they leave, as we can see, very, very, very close statistically, thrown and landed from both guys. Great work.
Oh, for sure. Good fights.
here we go. Final fight in the first round of the Featherweight Grand Prix. Another very interesting matchup. We've got Max Holloway up against Yair Rodriguez. Got to imagine this is going to be a bit of a striking affair. Kev Morley up against Kalu, I believe I'm saying that name right, making their debut. Do apologise for any connection problems on this one. They did warn us that the stream may have some problems. Okay, if the stream doesn't clear up too much, we will allow the fight to play off stream, but both guys not wasting any time there. Yair landing a nice little body kick, attacking that stamina early. Kev Morley is the one fighting as Yair Rodriguez. Kalu making his debut as Max Holloway. Obviously, I know that's quite hard to make out, but right now it does appear that Kev may be getting a little bit of the better of the exchanges. Seems to be coming out on top with the stamina advantage. Obviously, that's going to be hard to maintain against the Max Holloway, though. Lands a lovely head kick. Oh, big rock there from Max Holloway. And the knockdown. Wow. Both guys still trying to find an opportunity to land something big. Block breaking combinations, lots of uppercuts being mixed in, trying to catch you as they move across that centre line. Ooh, accidental hit of pause by the looks of things. And he gets the rock. I feel a little bit bad. Did hit pause there, unfortunately. Maybe had some damage that he wouldn't have otherwise. Still appears he's leading on the stamina advantage though, which is very, very strange. Kalu obviously throwing a high volume of strikes here. All boxing combinations though, so you would imagine that Max Holloway is going to recover well. Rocks him again. Nice knockdown, and that's it. Good work from Kalu in his debut. Gets the job done with Max Holloway. High volume of strikes, and is able to break down Yair Rodriguez inside of one. With that one said, we'll move straight on to the first round of the the second round of this Featherweight Grand Prix. Up with that will be Night Legacy and Snake. We'll be back with you in a couple of moments. here we go. First stage of the second round of the Grand Prix. We're going to have the Snake up against F. Mahon, also known as Night Legacy. Jose Aldo up against Conor McGregor. Here they go. No touch of gloves.
Let's go right at it.
Good work there, using that teep to take center of the octagon.
Ooh. F. Mahon's getting some pretty nice combos out here.
Yeah.
But Snake is definitely hitting them with those good four-piecers.
Conor McGregor's hands something to be very, very worried about, especially in this weight class.
I'm in a little bit of lag, so I'm struggling to follow this a little bit, but fight's looking pretty even so far.
It is. This,
That was weird. It showed that F. Mahon got the denial, but it still went through. Interesting. Okay.
Nice little reversal there, though, from F. Mahon.
Definitely got to see what F. Mahon would do with this.
Not too much. Aldo straight into Max. Oh, not for long. Very, very active grappling exchanges here.
Corrugator. Okay.
Ooh, doesn't get that. F. Mahon quick to stand back up. Obviously wants to land those hands with Conor McGregor. Lands a nice clean combination there.
Ooh.
Nice flush. Both guys landing very nice combinations. Very clean.
Ooh, nice step back, switch kick there by Snake.
Yeah, very punishing. Oh.
Ooh.
F. Mahon getting a little wild there, throwing that flying knee.
Say a little bit of an ill-advised knee, but you know what? He didn't get punished for it, so we're chilling.
Yeah, touch the block. Can't say too much.
One thing that Snake's got to be careful throwing that switch kick so close, because all it takes for Connor to do there is this couple of hooks, and it's a bad night.
Yeah. Ooh, that teep was close to the face.
It was. It kind of his head held. That's funny. All right.
Uppercuts are being exchanged. Wow. Story of the night so far. Uppercuts, uppercuts, and uppercuts more.
That's nice range for that switch kick. That is beautiful. Right on the exit. So this round seemed pretty close, but stamina is telling a different story. I know I say stamina a lot. Stamina. But
Yeah.
it's big.
It's like the it's like Dominic Cruz with his over-unders. It's absolutely true though. You've got to definitely got to be careful of your stamina in this game. It's one of the more vital elements of the game, whether you be grappling or striking. Having a stamina advantage puts you at a huge advantage.
Ooh, a fake glove touch?
Oh.
Oh, instant karma. I don't know if that's a fake glove touch. It looked like it though.
These guys are throwing down, and it's interesting. F. Mahon's normally the one throwing taunts. This time he's having a little bit of his own medicine, maybe. He's doing very, very well now, though, is F. Mahon, to be honest with you, on the counter. The Snake's like doing a good job on the front foot. However, F. Mahon's equally doing a good job at countering.
Oh, 100%. Their health isn't that much different. Their stamina isn't that much different anymore. Right now, this is a pretty even fight.
Yeah, they're even jockeying for center of the cage. You'll see, for 30-minute increment, 30-second increments, they'll take center, back off a little bit while they allow them to compose themselves with it. But huge combination still being landed, even if it's not landing flush, it's at least landing on the block.
Ooh. Mahon working hard there to break the block.
Too many of those, though, maybe a little bit taxing on his stamina. Already looking very... Oof.
And Snake's doing a really good job with these check hooks as F Mahon's in the middle of his combo. Oh, and a big rock and a spear.
I say edge of your seat stuff. These guys are sitting in that pocket.
I know in those situations, especially because F Mahon's block was so low, I kind of like to see him to try to just attack the block and attack the head a little bit more. The takedown's definitely a lot more of a safer spot. Definitely going to win him this round if nothing else happens. But right there, that would be, I think, a good position to kind of try to advance a little bit. Maybe try to finish this fight. That is just a humble commentator's opinion, though.
No. It's, as we say from our spot up here, it's, kind of easier to make those reads, of course, but you're absolutely right. So, sometimes it's all about urgency, and he's not wasting any time right now. He's throwing down huge ground and pound, not able to hold the position, though.
You start to see it, though. F Mahon's stamina, his body health, his head health's getting low, too.
Yeah, the rock and that takedown, the work that was able to be done on the ground, all really starting to add up for Snake.
Think about Connor, though.
Oh,
no.
Continuing to rip to that body. Gotta be careful that there's an uppercut coming his way or a knee. There it was.
Think about Connor, though. We all been in with Connor. We're winning 5 rounds, and in the last second, just get knocked out by Connor just because he has that perfect slip. So that's the thing about Connor. He's super dangerous in this game. Can finish you at any moment of the fight.
Yeah, his power carries all through every round. Doesn't matter how tired he is, how lumbersome his moves go. His power still seems to translate. Oh wow, don't know what happened there on the stream, but
we just skipped 20 seconds. Okay.
All we need now is the cat from your stream to walk onto my stream, and we know that there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Facts. It's a shame because this is such a good fight, but I'm not seeing half of it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's a little bit unfortunate with the connection issues.
Ooh, though, F-Mon kind of coming back with that nice rock. He's still doing damage, which, whoo, like, oh, no. Okay,
that three-piece was clean.
Oh, my gosh. It almost feels like it's only a matter of time, but you can never count Connor out.
No, definitely can't. F. Mahon seems like he's feeling it, but, he's...
Oh, this will be it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Little free... Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Great work there from Snake. Come out, made another great performance against F. Mahon. Moves on to the next stage of the this Grand Prix.
Oof.
Looking like he's a bit of a dark horse before this. I think this may have been his debut. He may have fought once before. I apologise if you have, but yeah, some good performances so far by him.
Oh, for sure.
And here we are. Next fight in the second part of the Featherweight Grand Prix. This one's a beat mirror match. Going to be an interesting one. Quidsworth matching up against Honest Jim. Both guys very, very talented. Both guys previous champions of other weight classes here. We'll have to see how this one shakes up. With us now we have Notice Legacy joining us once again, and Dale Denton making his return. How's it going, guys?
Hey, thank you very much.
That's all right. Good to have you back, brother.
I've been actually watching a couple of the fights tonight, and they have been amazing.
Yeah, there has been some fun ones tonight. All right, we'll have to see how this one pans out. Touch of gloves to start us off.
To me, this fight is who can do the more crazier shit in a row. Because this is like my worst nightmare, to be fair, especially running in the ring, just seeing two Zabeats. Ugh.
Ooh. Both guys starting to get a little bit wild. It's hard not to with a Zabit. Good catch of the kick, though.
Ooh, nice. Nice strip takedown. Try to go for crucifix, got denied though. Ooh, went for the single leg. Is he going to go for it? Nice, he's going to break it. Nice.
Oh, wow. Great work so far.
Sure, you see Honest Jim, a little more comfortable, it seems like, with his hands. Tagging Quidsworth pretty easily.
Yeah, a little bit warm.
Quidsworth's definitely getting his shots in there, but, ooh, now they're exchanging.
Oh!
Oh!
Huge rock.
And
Who's the high amplitude takedown? Best takedown in the game. Left hook.
Ooh, nice straight a crucifix, and he got it. Okay.
Yeah. Not a good position. He gets the first denial off. Going to be much harder to get out of it now as he rains down these shots. See if he's able to maybe get an arm trap. Fainting one way.
Fake. Yep.
Honest Jim taking his time laying in some ground and pound from what I can see. Stream's being a little bit delayed here. Quidsworth now on top control. Missed what happened there, but they have managed to reverse positions as he separates.
My stream now, they stood up, which is beautiful.
Yep. Oh.
Ooh, big whiffs, okay.
Yeah, fancy, but to no joy.
Oh! Went for a body kick way too far into range.
So
and, Quidsworth just went tight. Eat these hooks.
Right now, I mean, it's hard to say, but it looks like Quidsworth is starting to kind of hone in on some of the more technical, simple strikes, just keeping his fundamentals high. And I mean, keep an eye for it, but that may be the different, the difference in this one, unless he gets caught with something big. But
oh,
yeah, nice uppercut from Jim.
Kind of piecing off right there, though.
Yeah, he's so dangerous. You know that if you survive against him, then he, like I said, he can't maintain it. But it's hard when he's throwing that kind of high variance at you, high volume. You don't know what's coming at you, all different angles, all different looks. It's quite a lot to deal with. Mixed in the grab.
For sure, and that's what I was saying. Is like Zabit's really good, but in the later rounds he is known to fade, especially in this game. That's if you survive though. If so, my goodness, Dale, say some words, man.
Well, if you
just sitting there
start
enjoying the show.
You try to be careful, and you try to preserve stamina, and you're getting hit, it's going to wear you out as well. So that game can't work. You have to make sure you give your opponent what you get. You got to keep in the game the entire time.
Oh, for sure. Especially if if your defense isn't as good to keep up with the guy's offense, you do need to not quite fight fire with fire, but definitely just stay in the fight. I get exactly what you're saying.
These guys are trading huge tornado kick.
You can have high stamina. You can have high stamina.
This might be it.
Oh! Go for the panic press.
Oh.
He gets it. Oh, I don't know if he wants this, though. Yep. Okay. This is bad. This is really bad for Honest Jim.
Yeah, raining down those elbows, getting off that denial early. Isn't able to get the opposite side, but see what he's doing here. Just pumping out feints. Good work by Jim. Able to settle that down. I thought that was the end of the fight for a moment there.
A little bit of a grappling exchange. Okay, so Honest Jim is able to move on over to the side control, so he can do some damage. Nope, we're straight back to full guard.
Yeah, good work.
Straight in the triangle choke, though.
5-gate this.
Honest Jim is able to get out pretty easily.
Rubber guard flowing up, my favourite thing. Absolutely love the rubber guard. Not able to maintain it though. Good work on this.
Stand right back up.
Yep.
Let's see if Quizworth get right back to where he started. Oh, okay. Right back to the ground. Straight into crucifix.
Been a bit of a staple for Jim tonight, has this. He's gone for that takedown a number of times, been very successful with it.
We're going to check the rear naked. Okay, this is a 4-gator. Quizworth should have enough stamina to be able to get out of this, but this depending on how good Honest Jim is. It's so close. I don't know what's happening. We're freezing.
Oh, he just escapes.
Straight into a rubber guard. Ooh, nice denial there.
Working those elbows from bottom. Been a very back and forth fight as this. Both guys been hurt on a number of occasions.
I was about to say, I want to see stats on that round, because I don't know who got the most rocks in that round.
No, it's gets a bit of a blur, especially when this mirror match is involved. It was hard to keep track of exactly who was rocking who at some points, but it was it was a ferocious round. You could tell that it was just back and forth.
Sign of respect there at the last round. I like that a lot.
Yeah, both guys have earned it.
Quizworth needs to be careful, though. His head health is super low.
Yeah.
At this point, might just take one big strike to get a rock and get this.
Oh, wow. What a combination. He saved it all up. He hasn't thrown anything like that for a little while, and he... Wow! Gets caught himself. Oh, my God!
You don't duck in this damn game!
Oh, wow. The stand up. Back and forth.
He gets knocked out. What a spin kick. That was...
Oh, my goodness.
That's why you don't duck in this game. See it one more time on the replay there.
That was gnarly, bro.
It,
That was gnarly gnar.
that was vicious, man. That was vicious. What a fight. Back and forth, but the spin kick on the duck. Right, with that one in the bag, move straight on to the next fight in the quarterfinals. It's going to be KVNG Keen up against Slick Colt. In for a fun one. Be right back. And without a moment's delay, we are back. Slick Colt up against KVNG Keen. Interesting matchup. We're going to have Frankie Edgar up against Uriah Faber. These guys are 6-6 in the past by the looks of things. Touch of gloves to start it off.
I love this matchup because honestly, they're very similar. Other than Frankie's definitely got the better boxing, but when it comes to grappling and everything, they're very similar. I love this. So I'm a grappler in this game, so I really enjoy the grap. Ooh, and already the single leg high.
Yeah, that was clean. Very, very clean. Good work to get into side control right there. Both guys very, very skilled on the ground. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top in these exchanges. Right now, Slick Colt getting the better of these exchanges. Obviously, working his way into side saddle.
And right here, Slick is just gonna wait. He's just gonna be patient. He's gonna wait for you to make the next move as he's kind of breaking down your block. See, and he's okay with this. He doesn't mind side control. He likes side control.
Yeah, one of his favoured positions. He will slip into full mount though if he gets an opportunity, of course. As we've seen in the last fight, did great amounts of damage from that. Is a dangerous guy to have on top of you, but Keen doing a great job of getting that reversal straight into side control. Showing he's
Slick
no
wasting
slouch
no
himself.
time. Oh, I just smacked the shit out of my mic. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
bit too much excitement. It's alright, only natural.
This fight, there's no crowd sound, so it's like I gotta act like the crowd and start cheering.
Yeah, no, 100%. There's no impact sounds of strikes either, and I know that you just had to add that in as well. Just doing an all-round great job adding sound effects in. Punch.
Starting the sound effects of pop, pop.
Looks like Slick Colt manages to get that double leg high. Once again, very dangerous position to be in.
Yep, Slick Colt right now. This is almost deja vu on top mount, raining down hell. Denies 2 transitions in a row. Oh,
Yeah, and this is
my
close. His block is break. Oh, and he gets out.
goodness.
Great work.
That literally almost looked like it would have taken one more strike and then he would have been stuck. This is beautiful work by Slick Colt. We're just sitting here quiet. I'm just appreciating the grappling here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, it's he's taking his time. He's working some good ground and pounding. Only 20 seconds left on the clock, and he gets that. Oh, fantastic! This might even be
guillotine.
it. This is
Oh
close.
my
There's enough time
gosh.
on the clock.
Your
There's
favorite's got a 95. Oh, your favorite's got a 95 submission offense, so this is big. It looks
Oh,
like,
but he,
yep.
he escapes it. Good job there from
Oh
Keen.
my goodness.
That was close. Great work on hunting for the finish there by Slick Colt. Finding an opportunity to sink in that guillotine.
For sure. Now, if I was Keen, I'm trying to keep this on the feet. He was having success on the feet and stuff like that. Slick Colt's gonna come at you. There's several different ways to get you to the ground though. But if Keen just could sharpen up his takedown defense, he could have a pretty good chance at this.
Yep, 100%. I think the Keen is definitely needing to avoid the ground, especially after the way that last round ended, as you mentioned. Ooh. See Slick pumping for it, though. Feinting those takedowns, making him think about it.
Oh, for sure.
It's very, very odd to hear the corners so clear.
It's interesting some of the shit they say. Like one time I was using Adesanya and they're saying like, "You need to take down." I'm like, I don't think so.
Shot for an Imanari roll.
It's like, thanks, corner. I guess I got Eddie Bravo in my corner.
He's in.
Slick's having some pretty good success though on the feet as well. Chunking his head half still. Oh my gosh, all these grappling feints are like, it's overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming, especially when you had someone like Slick, who was so dominant on the ground against Keen. It's like you don't know what to do. You don't know if you want to defend the takedown or see if he's actually gonna go for a strike. And there he goes for the takedown.
It makes you think about it. It makes you, second guess your hands. Makes you hesitant to let go. And Slick Colt doing a great job of keeping the pressure on. Get straight into crucifix once more.
Let me see here. Slick just chilling. He's just vibing at this point, just kind of seeing what he could do here.
Yeah, you know he's not going to rush it, but given an opportunity, he will try to sink something in. Keen shown that he's well-rounded enough to put up a fight and survive, but right now eating heavy amounts of head damage. Block almost gone as well, and there it
Yep.
is.
See Keen right there. He's trying to hit. He's trying to get the arm trap, which, you know, right there, that's such a low head health. You're just better yet just to block couple and then just try to move. Because at that point, you know, one big strike while trying to catch an arm trap, you know, it could be the fight like we just saw. So that position, just block a couple and try to transition. But good performance by Slick Colt. Ready to see him go again.
100%, 100%. All right, straight on to the next one. It's going to be Unnoticed Legacy now up against Kalu, making his second fight. So should be a fun one. See how these guys match up. Will be a couple of moments, and they'll be walking straight to the octagon.
Okay, let me get in that.
And here we go. Unnoticed Legacy up against Kalu. These guys, first time they've met each other by the looks of things. Aldo against Holloway. Should be a very, very interesting one. Both guys only making a couple of performances so far within IFL, but looking very, very good when they have. See how this one goes. Touch of gloves.
I got the touch gloves at the same time, Cyrus. We're in on this fight.
Great stuff, great stuff. Alright, starting out very quick.
Kailu making Jose work for it. Legacy's going to work for this.
Yeah, pushing it with very, very high volume right now, and so far, Legacy doing a great job of keeping his defense tight. And if he can do that, then this isn't, it's going to be very, very difficult for Kalu to actually start to break through. But lovely work on the jab knee.
Beautiful knee.
Very, very clean.
Oh, big shots by Max. Both guys back and forth. Even Max with a slap that came across with an uppercut right after. Big time pressure right now. Stamina will always be a factor. Legacy's blocking a lot of these shots and countering very well.
Yeah, this is great defense so far by Legacy. Kalu not giving up, not being dissuaded by the... He's still landing a lot of this on the block, but so far the defense of Legacy has been a bit of a game changer.
Absolutely, and those sweet little counters. He's landing little counters after blocking 4 or 5 shots.
I think Kalu's starting to
Really,
recognize
really
this a little bit now.
work with Legacy.
Nice.
Oh, lands that nice spinner. Almost landed that front kick. I think Caillou's thinking he has to do something right now. I think he has to think that he has to land a big shot. Right now, Legacy is landing everything. Not putting out too much pressure, just landing the shots that need to get landed.
Yeah, being very conservative, but rightly so. I mean, when you've got somebody throwing this high volume of strikes, you have to be defensive, and you know that going into that second and third round, stamina is key,
You
and
have to counter with something.
yeah, they're not going to be able to maintain that. And fantastic little rip to the body
Oh,
there
that
from Legacy.
body work right there.
Yeah,
That body work put a big damage on him. Now
starting
he's
to cause a bit
dropped.
of frustration by the looks of things.
Legacy, he's the type of guy, just keep doing what he's doing. He's not going to get overzealous. He's not going to get too excited.
So no,
He's going to do what he does.
This is exactly the point now that we'll see. Max Holloway recovers great in between rounds, but even so, when you come out with that sort of game plan, if you don't get the job done in the first round, going into that second, you're already fighting a losing battle if you haven't caused the damage that you need to. And he's
you're totally right.
not being dissuaded, and he continues with that same strategy and gets caught by a lovely, lovely counter there from Legacy. No, all heart is Kalu here, though.
Spot tonight.
Once again, you
can't.
can't.
Reckless.
Ooh.
Oh, another one.
You can't rule Kalu out here, but the writing maybe on the wall. Legacy starting to get a lot more fluent out there. Lands a lovely little three-piece again, following it up. Oh, and that's why you've got to be careful. Going to take a moment to recompose himself. Obviously, Holloway not having the stamina to follow that up, and straight away Aldo pressuring again, but a big whiff. Ooh, caught him in mid-air there.
Both guys stepping back, waiting for something.
Yeah, taking a moment. I mean, obviously, Kalu now recognises that he has very little stamina to continue to maintain this, and there's still 2 minutes 30 to go in this second round. So, kind of becomes on Aldo, on Legacy, to start pressuring the action. But he's being very, very careful about it. Still pressuring forward, looking for that finish, but not getting too reckless, and lands lovely. This is all on right now. Legacy really finding his groove.
Oh, really working that body.
Doesn't get that spinning back kick to the body. Still landing everything else. The body uppercuts. Oh. And that might be it off the Superman punch. Great work.
Oh, wow. Really put in the work the entire time. Didn't, like, those counters were beautiful. He would block 4, give a couple. Block 4, give a couple.
Fantastic work, and
They all added up.
this tournament is really starting to shape up now. This Grand Prix, as we move on to the semi-finals, we'll just switch across real quick to have a little look at how everything stacks up. But things are starting to get really interesting. We have up next, we're going to have Snake up against Slick Colt, and Snake making some real strides in this Grand Prix so far. I haven't seen much of him before this. Come out, looked real good. Managed to make his way all the way to the semi-finals right now. Obviously up against Slick Colt, which we all know is a very tough opponent. Then we have Honest Jim up against Unnoticed Legacy, another fantastic fight. So we're going to have to see how this shakes up, who makes it to the finals, and who gets crowned champion. But shaping up to be a very interesting final.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Hell yeah. And here we go. No touching up. We have a Uriah Hall up against an Aldo over here, of course. Snake using Aldo. Slick Colt, of course, using Uriah Faber. Very respectful pick, of course. Nice to see some variance in the picks. Both guys started out calculated, but letting it loose as well. Not afraid to throw. Big miss there. And a nice takedown from Slick Colt. And once again, obviously, as we know, Slick Colt very dangerous from top position. Have to see if Snake is able to escape this at all. But normally this is a sign of a bad time, especially with this much time on the clock. Good denial from Snake. A lot more of that if he's able to Nice work. Manages to get sprawled. Doing a good job of stopping the back mount so far. Retaining guard, but Slick not letting up, not allowing him to separate until now. Good work. Snake did a good job there. Slick Colt obviously dangerous on the ground. Getting the knockout in the feet last time though. We'll see what work he's able to do now that he's in the area that you'd have to imagine that he's more familiar with. Big driving takedown from Slick Colt. Nice denial there from both guys. Big whiff on the overhand, got to be very, very careful of that. Maybe a bit of frustration after the grappling from Slick Colt, wanting to get a little bit of damage off when he's got the opportunity in separation. But Slick Colt firing away in the pocket, looking for those clinch attempts. Very back and forth, but another driving takedown from Slick Colt. Does a good job to stop that. Gets the takedown this time though. Been working for that very heavily. He's going to be feeling very, very good about getting that towards the end of this first round, as he should. Sinking in a bulldog choke. I don't think there's enough time on the clock for this one, but going to cause some head health damage nevertheless. Snake once again doing a fantastic job of stopping the back mount. Nice denial there from Slick Colt. Interesting first round there. Slick Colt probably taking that round with the grappling, but obviously Snake having moments of his own, especially when in terms of grappling defense and especially when he was on the feet, able to get off some good strikes of his own. Oh, nice denial there from Slick Colt. Manages to get crucifix once again. Very dangerous position. Able to retain back into side saddle though. Not much better, but at least able to block your face at this position. Good job there from Snake. Managing to get out of full mount, but not for long. Manages to buck again, keeping very, very live hips. Good jiu-jitsu. Slick Colt unrelenting right now though, just continuing to press forward. Does get reversed, isn't able to get the guillotine, that's unfortunate. Definitely looking for that there. Slick Colt pumping them out there, trying to keep him guessing. Sinking in a guillotine, I believe this is a 4-gate, which it is.
Man, this fight has been like, I don't know what it is, but on the feet, it goes back and forth. On the ground, Sid Colt's got most of the control, it seems like, but Snake's doing a pretty dang good job defending, in my opinion.
No, he really, really is, and it's keeping him in this fight. I mean, the fact that he's been able to get some of these denials off, not giving up his back against somebody of Slick Colt's caliber. You give your back up to Slick Colt, he's going to make you pay for it. So he's done a great job so far. I mean, especially with this full mount. I mean, we've seen him finish a number of opponents in that position, and so far he continues to manage to escape it and got one or two nice reversals off. But still, Slick Colt is pressing forward and getting a lot of top control. Obviously on his back right now, but so far overall, I think he's holding the majority of it as he gets a reversal of that, a sweep even.
Oh yeah, definitely. Snake's defense on the ground, on the grappling is just kind of insane. I'm very impressed because I don't know, like I fight Slick Colt in this game like every day. I don't. There's not many people that can defend like this against him on the ground and grappling. So I'm impressed by Snake. This is really good. But of course, what he would love to do is get up and start attacking that leg again, like he was doing earlier.
Yep, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's where you want to be with Aldo, of course. Striking is definitely going to be his forte, but Slick just not allowing him to do so far. Anytime he tries to get up, he keeps sucking him back down, doing a great job. Imagine that's 2 rounds in the book for Slick Colt, but I mean, with the defense the way it's been, Snake definitely not out of this by any stretch.
Oh,
Stamina.
not for a fact, man. Like Slick's doing really good on top, but he's just controlling him. Not a lot of damage is getting off. I mean, if you look at the damages, it looks like Slick's absorbed most of the damage, and a lot of this fight has taken place while grappling.
Yeah,
So it shows
yeah,
that Snake's doing a really good job while striking.
100%. I mean, it's not through lack of effort. I mean, Slick Holt is trying to push the action, of course, but the defense, like you mentioned, from Snake on bottom has been very very good. May still be losing the fight, but he's put himself in a position where in this third round, if he can avoid these takedowns like he's doing so far, he uh, he may be able to get something done inside of these next 4 minutes.
Oh, for sure, man.
Slick Colt, of course, much of the same you would imagine. He's going to want to get that takedown, which he does. Excellent
Yep.
single leg high.
That was a beautiful, beautiful takedown after the block the leg kick. That's almost like always an instant takedown. You really have to pre-deny those takedowns if you don't get taken down there.
Mm-hmm. And once again, he's got great defense, but this isn't the position he wants to be in. Eating heavy shots from the top mount right now. Escapes once more.
And easily right back in the top mount. Doing kind of a little ring around the rosy here, going back to half guard, back to top mount, but now Slick's back on top, rain down, hellfire.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
Slick's done a real good job of slicing through to that top mount over and over again. He's found a way to do it each and every time. Kind of switched up the timing of it, but it's once again straight back into it. That's got to be morale destroying for Snake. Keep escaping full mount. He keeps getting it back. Great job there, getting back to his guard though.
ooh, 4-gate submission. Your favorite does have really good submission defense and offensive stats, so this will be good.
And he gets slammed. It's going to be a big slam.
And this sucks because it's a free side control right here.
Mm-hmm.
Although Snake's able to get back to sprawl. Slick's just chilling. Like he's probably pretty confident that he's got this. Oh my goodness! Nice reversal though, and straight back up. That's exactly what Snake needed. Oh, that's not what he needed though.
Minute 17 to go.
Oh, this fight. To me, at least, Looney, this fight's too dang close. I don't know who's winning.
I think off the sheer top control on its own, I think I'd give the edge to Slick Colt, but it is a tough fight. I mean, the defense has been fantastic from Snake. He really can't take any shades off him. He hasn't made a great deal of mistakes, and yet Slick Colt is still managing to impose his will in the grappling sense. Really starting to force his way on it, mounting up those minutes and raining down heavy shots.
No.
Is this it?
Oh, it was so close though. Oh, he goes for the fake, but he's still able to deny that. Okay. See, now you start to see the damage definitely at the end of the fight where the damage is starting to come in.
Yep.
Colt definitely in this last round just hitting over and over again. This 1-shot, 2-shot while on top definitely did a toll.
Yeah. And there we have it. I mean, fantastic performance from Slick Colt again. Great fight overall. The defense really on show from Snake, and I think he's going to be one to watch going forward. He had a fantastic showing there, did Snake.
Oh, for sure. I don't know how much I agree with 30-27. This might be me, but you know what? Good performance by both these guys. This definitely was not a landslide win. It was a really good fight, and I'm excited, man. Snake looks like he knows this game. He knows what to do in this game, and that's nice. I'm really excited to see him in the future.
Yeah, 100%. I appreciate seeing well-rounded fighters. It's good, great work. Um, with that being said, though, we are moving on to the next semi-final fight, which is Unnoticed Legacy, going to be coming up against Honest Jim. Both guys showing some fantastic skills this evening so far. So looking forward to this one. We'll be back with you in a couple of moments. And here we are with the last semi-final fight. We have Unnoticed Legacy coming up against Honest Jim. There appears to be a little bit of a quality issue at the moment, but I imagine that will correct itself out. Legacy's stream's normally on point. Touch of
This seems to be
gloves.
a very interesting match. Both are very all-rounded.
Yeah, I really, really hope that we get to see this. I don't want to miss anything out.
Neither. It's very. I can hear shots being landed.
Yeah. It's
Good body kick.
yeah,
Two now.
we see a little bit of a little moment there.
Ooh. That's a good kicker. Good combos from Jim, from what I've seen. But not a good combo from Legacy there. We're going to the ground.
Oh,
Just chucked him.
caught a kick and threw him by the looks of things. And again,
Chucked him again. Making a statement there. Get them leg kicks out of here.
very, very frustrating. We're not getting to witness this. It appears that these guys are.
Appears they're going at it.
Yeah, it really does.
Ooh, good. Good 1-2 there. Landed perfectly on the chin. Beautiful body work. Tapping that block. Not killing himself. Did he get it? Nope. Good denial. Hoping this is fix itself. Ooh, nice combo. Nice body hook to the rear hook to the head. From what I'm catching, it's very back and forth right now.
Yeah, from the moments you can see. Sorry, it's hard to make all the reads that you'd want to see everything that you'd want to see. To obviously having some issues at the moment. Very, very disappointing. Hopefully that's not the way it goes throughout the entire fight. I was very, very intrigued by this one.
I'm seeing lots of good combos and other denials in that. He's got his body kicks down pat. Just keeps throwing them.
Yeah, no, the timing on the catches are great from him right now. And
Again?
yeah, over and over again.
Jim's gonna have to find something else.
I believe that attacks the stamina every time he does it as well.
I do believe you're right. You can see a pretty big stamina gap actually, with Aldo having the better of it. Some clean combos coming from both gentlemen. When they're landing, they're not necessarily always hitting the head or the body. They're hitting on that block and they're not exhausting themselves, which is perfect for the first round.
Yeah, you can see that Zabit is definitely losing the stamina exchange at the moment, and it's kind of honestly expected with the type of flashy strikes that you have, but also with the fact that, I mean, every time he's kicked so far, it's basically been caught, and that's really gonna start to add up on your, on the gas tank there. Well, I think as we're seeing, Honest Jim not out of this though. We've seen him, come back from adversity in the past.
He's definitely got more than enough time to come back from. I think it's starting to settle a little bit here. There we go.
Yeah, it's starting to get a lot clearer. That's fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. It's
we jinxed it.
yeah. That's my bad. That's my bad.
We crossed too much.
Don't believe in jinxes, but apparently they're true.
Good combos. He's landed some body shots, even though he's getting himself caught a lot. He is landing. That was a good elbow there.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it earlier. The way that Jim is making that adjustment to his game style or game
missed
plan.
a big kick. Got the takedown. That was nice. See what Aldo can do on the ground. Both have pretty decent stats.
Oh, arm catch.
I think Aldo has the better of the ground stats, though. If I'm not mistaken.
All right, and looks like we're in business, ladies and gents. The mic, the mic, the quality of the stream is back.
Beautiful sweep. That
Yeah,
was perfectly timed.
I know it's Legacy staying composed though, manages to get full guard back. See if
If I'm
Honest Jim.
Jim right now, I'm trying to work that body, earn some of that stamina back, get some denials off. Not maybe do too much damage, but get the stamina about even again.
I completely agree. The
He is
stamina is
definitely
definitely.
failing his opponent.
He's doing very well again. The denials off though. The denials are starting
Very
to stack up on him. 2 nice, clean denials.
He's got plenty of time to work too. But they're both very well grounded. They can strike you just as much as they can grapple you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice fake there. This is always a dangerous position to be in. He gets out of it. Don't believe we've seen a rock yet either.
Could be wrong. It was hard to tell during that first one, but I believe you're right. I believe there's they've both been very, like I said, they're both letting loose, but they're both also being very defensively sound.
Very conservative, and they're not really going all out. They're doing enough to touch that block, get that block down a little bit, not necessarily go for the knockout.
Yeah, other than a couple of big kicks from Jim, it's been very kind of clean, technical fundamentals that we've been seeing.
And Legacy's made him pay for them big kicks too. He didn't let him off easy.
No, definitely not. Lovely
Good
denial.
clinch work right now.
Yep.
You're gonna get a good one off. Oh, that could have easily been a rocker. Gets that takedown. I think he's still this round from that.
So that second round, it appears that was Honest Jim's, and I didn't see the first round quick enough.
I think it was about similar.
Honest Jim seems to take. Yeah, and looks like so. This is one apiece.
We're 1-1.
Yeah, all to play for going into the third.
Great show of respect there. Love to see that respect. Coming out with a strong combo. Landing in that hook. It's gonna cost him some block. Jim really teeing off right now. Ooh, that could have been very bad just as well as that hook. It gets later in this round, Jim's gonna be very well failing in the stamina department. Ooh, beautiful two-touch. Good denial. I think a lot of his stamina came from those early kick catches.
Yeah, no, I think you're right there. I could be wrong, but like we mentioned earlier, I believe it taxes the stamina, and he got a number of those off nice and early in that first round, which definitely give him a little bit of an advantage, which he's been able to maintain with some clean striking. Well, once again though, Jim, very, very dangerous, and he's not unorthodox with his strikes as well. Obviously, he's a
Pretty
beat.
much so. He's got plenty of stamina to put this away.
Yeah, not enough where he could go crazy, but enough where you can still put a guy away, 100%.
And the body work has been pretty clean too from Legacy here.
I mean, if you look at Zabit, even though he's quite tired, he still moves pretty decent.
No.
Maybe not anymore. Maybe not anymore.
I don't think it's over, but it's close.
Yeah, that was an aggressive.
That's gonna look good on a scorecard. Let's see how Jim recovers. Lets him back up. He's gonna keep targeting that body. He's got that body low. Oh, and catch of his own. Wants to take it to the ground. That's a very smart idea. Get some good crucifix. And crucified elbows. Legacy's blocking heads in trouble.
Oh, nice knee to the body.
Does he get the denial off? He does.
This is looking bad. Still a minute to work.
This is looking bad at the minute here. Oh, and a rock to the head. This is bad.
And even if Jim does manage to survive this,
oh,
which That might be it. That is.
Beautiful spinning kick. That is beautiful. That is a highlight reel finish there. That was
Great
beautiful
stuff.
spinning heel kick. Great stuff from both fighters, but Legacy putting on a clean combos there.
Now, what what a position that puts us in is that two camp members fighting against each other. Up next, we're going to be having, well, not up next, sorry, but in the finals we will be having Slick Colt up against Unnoticed Legacy. It'll be a very fun fight for the final. Jose Aldo against Uriah Hall, Uriah Faber, sorry, Uriah Hall. Been a long day. While those guys take a moment though to get themselves set up, we are going to go for a champ v champ exhibition match. That's going to be Great Mist up against Mystic Mac. These guys are just going to be getting set up and getting ready to walk out, so we'll be back with you in a matter of moments. And we are back. Apologies for the delays. We have Mystic Mac up against Great Mist 40. Both guys IFL champions currently. They are having an exhibition match. No titles on the line this evening, but still all in fun and games. Paul Acosta, Chris Wyman. With me, I've got
Power striker
Freeze.
versus power grappler.
Hell yeah. Interested to see how these guys match up. Like I said, both champions. Light heavyweight.
Give you an idea what these guys can do. And we're underway. Straight
Oh
off
wow.
the bat.
Straight.
Oh!
Instantly rocked him, instantly
Big
taking him
rock.
down.
I don't know if there's bad blood between these two, but you'd think so after a start like that.
No love lost, obviously.
Clean combos. Great Mist getting the better of it. Ooh, good counter.
Oh, and rock back.
Ooh.
Thing
He's
with
teeing
Costa, he's
off,
got
too.
heavy hands.
Yeah, and he started teeing off once he got that rock, and Weidman just stood in front of him. That's gonna tax on that block. And a takedown by Costa. Didn't expect to see that. Now Costa getting the better of these exchanges. And just like that, tides a turn.
Mm-hmm. Mystic
Goes
Mac
for the
starting to get a
finish.
little tired now after throwing.
Lift himself there. Oh, big uppercut and another takedown. These takedowns are going to add up on that stamina. Especially trying to transition with your stamina this low.
Yeah, and he sinks in the submission. 5 gate,
Oh,
but it's going to be
sinks in
deep.
submission. Gonna be deep, but he's low stamina, and he's got plenty of time to work with.
Yeah, very, very deep, man. Very deep.
Oh no, we're coming to the fourth gate.
Yeah, this might be it.
Oh, this may be it.
And it is
This may be
great
it.
work by
It's
Great
out.
Mist.
Call in the doctor, boys. He's out.
Fantastic work by Great Mist. Nice fun exhibition match, but getting the job
Great
done with Chris
match.
Wyman sinking in that submission early.
Great job by Mystic Mac too. He came in there and they both went right at it. There was probably no possible way that would have made it past the second round.
Oh no, definitely. Well, with that one, it takes us on to the very final of this entire featherweight Grand Prix. So it's going to be Slick called up against Unnoticed Legacy, as we mentioned before. Both guys from the same camp. Both guys very, very skilled. So I know they're very
It's gonna
familiar
be
with each other. We'll have to see how these guys shape
very
up.
interesting.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It'll be very interesting. I'm from the same camp here, so this is very interesting.
Oh yes, yeah. That you are. Sorry. My apologies. Right. Let's get these guys underway.
Oh well.
And we are straight back. Slick Colt, Unnoticed Legacy. Going to be having a Gray Maynard, Clay Guida fight.
Very interesting picks for a title fight. But these are two very interesting characters. And here we go. Glove shots. You got that corner nice and loud. That's
Always are. There's no sound effects with Slick. He doesn't like to hear the impacts. Starting out
good
quickly.
combos already. And he got an ankle pick. See what he can do with it. Slick's probably the better grappler, but I would say that Legacy is the better all around. Legacy's one I want to keep this on the feet, I do believe. Good denial. I'm not too sure on the stats of both of these fighters here, but
Not particularly high, but they'll be well matched, at least alongside each other. Fairly equal in terms of statistics to each other, I believe.
I'm interested on how their stamina is going to play out. Good combos, landing on the block. They're always landing on the block, not whiffing too much, unless they're made whiffed. We've already seen some good head movement by Legacy. Block super low on Guida. Went back up. Corner's giving some good advice, sounds like. Bedrock and a takedown as well. Right in a sprawl.
Nice work there to
I think
9.5 belt.
he's pretty comfortable here. He just doesn't want to be underneath Slick.
Of course, yes.
Lets him up. I'd look for some body combos. Not seeing a whole lot of those. They've been kind of headhunting a little bit. Ooh, and rock back. Surprised we didn't see another takedown there. Each gentleman has a rock each. You believe in damage wise, Guido's gotten the best. And the best of Clay Manor there.
Interesting first round. Both guys having success.
Very good first round. That could have went either way, but I'm not sure.
I may be
I
leaning
think
a little bit.
Legacy made it.
Yeah, I was going to say a little bit towards Legacy, but it was a very close round.
I think he landed more. He's looking for that pullback counter. No avail. It's a good kickboxing match right now.
Yeah, both guys. Oh, lovely head
Ooh,
kick.
that was big. Tries for it again and a takedown and gets thrown to side saddle.
Yeah, nice
Goes
judo
for an
throw.
arm triangle too.
Only a 4 gate.
Four
Definitely
gate.
within the realm of ability to finish. Getting deeper, but it looks like Legacy may escape. Getting very close to the outer. Yeah, and he does.
He's got to watch his head. Oh, it's over.
Oh, that's
It
very
is
deep.
over. That choke got deep and there wasn't much head health left.
Yeah, the head health wasn't there after even though he managed to escape. Rains down that elbow, gets the win. Great work by Slick Colt. Featherweight
Colt's our
champion.
new champion.
Hell yeah. Great fights tonight.
Good fights, good all around. Knockout of the ninth, and it's all around good fights. Great competitors all around here.